Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Morning Markets. Today, I'd like to focus in on one thing, and that is the recent unemployment figures coming through in the US, and really want to, discuss why it's such an important data point to observe overall. So we know that unemployment levels in the US have been improving as the region moves ever further through the pandemic recovery. So yesterday, the weekly initial jobless claims figures showed a figure of 444,000. So that's a drop of 34,000 compared to the previous week. This was in line with economists' expectations overall. If we look at other figures released yesterday, the pandemic unemployment assistance claims, so that's part of the CARES Act that allows US states to temporarily extend unemployment insurance eligibility to people who are not usually able to claim unemployment benefits. So, for example, those who are self-employed, that dropped to below 100,000. And that's the first time that's happened since the CARES Act was introduced in March last year. Unemployment levels have been keenly watched by market participants to gauge how the US economy is recovering. Unemployment benefits we know have been very generous in the US, and what you're seeing is some commentators, some business executives are worried that the generosity of these benefit packages is actually discouraging people from seeking work. With that in mind, certain states within the US have announced plans to end emergency unemployment benefits early, with the numbers involved picking up to now over 20 states. That means around 3.5 million people will lose their $300 per week top-up benefits, whilst 2.5 million of those will completely lose their benefits overall. Although this will provide hardship for those involved, it is a way to encourage people back to work, and it should have very little effect on disposable income. Although we know that labour market figures can be subject to some volatility, the expectation is for numbers within employment to keep on rising, and the unemployment rate in the US forecast to finish the year at 4.5% from the Federal Reserve's projections, compared to the current 6.1% level for April and over 14% at the height of the pandemic. The US has proven to be one of the fastest regions in respect of vaccine rollout, and it's clear from these figures and others previously that the US labour market is recovering apace. With more people in employment, more people will spend money and consume, which will help further strengthen US businesses and the US economy overall. Okay, thank you very much. If I don't speak to you, please enjoy your weekend, and I look forward to speaking to you next week. Thank you very much.
Subscribing to the True Potential YouTube channel is quick and easy. Simply go to your YouTube app on your phone, type in True Potential and press the red subscribe option. You'll then be notified as and when new videos are released.